one is that getting rid of the county engineer would somehow save us money. We've heard that from previous administrations that more was spent on contract engineering than is currently spent on paying our in-house engineer. That's not even considering some of the things like that road issues, and I think the huge one is the landfill cap that you can trace back to not having a county engineer to look out for the county's best interest. That landfill cap is going to cost us, like I said, we're over $1 million now. That's a lot of money. The county engineer, Mr. Go pointed out, has brought in $87,000 a year in grants. I think that's pretty solid. I don't think we expect any employee to bring in more in grant money than they're paid, but where's that money going to come from? Who's going to write those grants? I think Saul and Clay are pretty busy managing their guys, and I don't know who would be writing those grants. The other point I wanted to address is that the county engineer, he went to, and the previous engineer before him, both went to school for civil engineering, continued education. They've worked in the fields for years. You guys know they go to road conferences and things like that every year. They know the nuts and bolts of how to build roads, and I don't know if you do, or most of the folks in here do, but that's why we have an engineer, so we have someone who's an expert on how to build a road for the best bang for your buck, a road that's going to last a long time and be a good value. And that's the same thing when it comes to solid waste management and things like that. Thank you very much.
Sarah Johnson, Drapes. Well, first of all, I was at the 4-H auction, and I'm still choked up about it. And the bleachers were full. It was amazing. So besides Edie and getting to see her, spent a long time. The Barnes family was all in after that, so it's really amazing. Back to engineering, I support keeping the position as a full-time position. And one thing I just wanted to speak to is that engineers and planners are professionals. I'm an engineer as well, and it's not a political position, and it shouldn't be a political position. And so when you bring these professionals in and give them a position with the county, and then there's this public perception, and I think the perception from employees too, that when the leadership changes, when different people are elected in, that position itself and the person in that position is somehow a reflection of the political climate, and that new people are going to be appointed and people are going to be either pushed out or actually fired, given the political climate. That's really dangerous. And you've already done the county a huge disservice in limiting the quality of professionals that you can bring into these positions now, and the retention. You're not going to be able to attract the talent that you need to attract, and you're not going to be able to retain that talent with this current climate and perception that anytime new people come in, the position and or the person could just go and be replaced with someone else.
Are you saying Jason Bull isn't like quality talent or what? I mean, I think planning department is like, I think it's running smoothly. I don't know what you're talking. If I was Jason, I'd be offended.
I'm saying you're putting Jason through a lot of unnecessary stress.